Hello guys. So you've joined right when all right. I'm not even going to talk. Let's set this bad boy up. 99.1, 130.19 dollars, 130.19. Okay, we are about to go in instant orders. 42. Okay, what the hell? Okay. Yeah, so let's go ahead, see if we get filled. We might get filled. Wow, that's a lot of contracts right there. I've never seen that before in my life. Yeah, we might not. Oh, yeah, okay. So we didn't get filled here. It's alright. It's the start of the stream. So we'll be here for maybe 2 more hours, 2.5 more hours. So let's see if our luck changes. So we're at 0.00. We gotta get some tunes on. Uh, let's open up this and then we'll just play some basic YouTube copyright safe music. We'll change this to Hypercloud. Mm, computer's being really slow. Um, so I'll go ahead and I'll lower the music a bit. I felt that it was a little bit too high when I reviewed the stream from yesterday. But that's alright. We didn't get filled, but hey, it's alright. This I remember watching a YouTuber and he was talking about how he had a friend who worked in investment and right he was one of those people that basically he creates bots that trade in the regular stock market. And this guy was telling him how with bots very rarely would a strategy last like more than would the bot be profitable for more than a week or so. Um, like once you find an edge, usually that edge is only active for oh, like a couple of days. And I think that's kind of what's happening with my strategy. When I made about $2,000 from around May, like from May 1st to like May 20th, 25th, um, my strategy worked very well, but I've noticed that it's not as easy as it was last month. So it seems like the market has kind of caught on to the strategy, and now that means that I need to be a little bit more volatile, which means I need to be more risky, which might mean that I might get more losses than what I'm used to. So far, we're still positive. We've been filled maybe 9, 10, 11 times, maybe 12 times, 11 or 12. And we've been green 100, like, we've been accurate all those times. So I'm expecting a loss, but right, we don't want to lose too often. We don't want to lose that often. Um, Something else that I need to do is in the desktop application, I log the trades. Not I. By I mean the application logs your trades. That way you can download them and review them. There's no such thing in the web version. However, if I understand correctly, Kalshi does allow you um, to get a history of all your previous transactions. So what I think I'm going to do, maybe in the next release, not this one, the next one, I'll create a charts or trades or some kind of button over here. And it'll basically have charts and bar graphs. It'll basically go into your Kalshi account using your API keys, fetch all your historic trades, and lets you view it in right in various ways. Maybe you can view how you've done in the past 3 months, your performance in uh, just well, what I'm interested in is the call sheet in this market. So I don't think I'll limit it, but maybe by default it will only fetch all of your trades from these events, and then you can see things like what was your most profitable event. Maybe time, what time is usually the most volatile for you. That's another feature that I want to add. Um, then down the line, I mean, really, I just wish Kalshi would bring 5-minute events. Exactly like this format using the BRTI, but 5-minute events. If that were to be the case, then I'll add some kind of sidebar over here that lets you select 5 or 15-minute events. I've also thought about adding 1 hour events, but I don't I don't know much about those events. I've never participated in them. I don't know how to get an edge in those events. So unless I receive a lot of user feedback, I'm not really interested in it. So now strike price, what? 59,000 still? That's crazy, guys. What is going on with Bitcoin? I had a dream where Bitcoin went up by like to 80,000. So in a way, maybe Kalshi perps are not a bad idea. Well, I'll leave it at that for now. Because imagine if Bitcoin goes up from 60 to 80, that's a 33% increase. So, and then if you have the 6x perp, that means that uh, if you invest $100, instead of making $33, you would make 200, you would make 166, almost 200. So you'll come out with $300, including the 100 that you put in. That's not bad at all. Now imagine you do 1,000 or 10,000. But then again, what if Bitcoin, you know, drops to 40,000? Do you have the bankroll to support that loss in your perps account? Probably not. All right, let me log into this. Bear with me a moment. Alrighty, this goes here. Question on this: how can I know if a client is winning the IO? Mhm. Okay, so volatility is low, which is nice. Let's bring this bad boy up. And 130.19. Okay, good. So yeah, like I've always mentioned, our strength as humans is in this event, in the Kalshi 15-minute event, is when the strike price is close. I'm sorry, when the BRTI is close to the strike price. Uh, it requires analysis that bots can't do, and what that means is that it gives us opportunity to make money. Um, Whereas when we're over here and Bitcoin is all the way up here, and we're trying to bet on which side is going to win, the bots have us beaten. There's nothing we can do about it. Okay, let's see. Okay, so we're seeing a very nice trend, downwards trend. Um, Oof, that's tough. Does this mean that this is a support barrier? A support beam? Beam? Probably not. Hmm, okay. Okay, let's see. So nice. Strike price just I need to stop that. BRTI price just went through the strike price. What trend are we seeing? We're seeing eh, yeah, we're seeing it's not sideways action, but okay. Oof. Okay, let's switch to yes. Um, okay. Oof, now it's flipping. Flipping back. Okay, so for now I'm just going to concentrate and see what's up. And then once we get to the next event, I'll talk about my indicators and basically my thought process approaching this event, the approaching the end of this event. Uh, it's okay, guys. I have my cup of coffee here. Just give me a minute or two, then my brain will be good again. So, current BRTI projected. There's too many seconds left. This is where we want to be, guys. We want to be around the strike price. This is when we can make money. Alrighty. So we have sideways action. We have a little funnel being created over here. Candlesticks are getting smaller. From what I can see, they're trending towards the upside. So alright, I need to concentrate over here. Now we should be able to use the BRTI price. Okay, it's going down. Okay, let's switch down. Mm-hmm. Okay, okay. Mm-hmm. 15 seconds left. Okay, it's going down, it's going down. Okay, Bitcoin price is going trending down. Okay, okay, it's going back up. Oh man. Ooh, this is gonna be a close one, guys. Okay, Bitcoin price 33, 32. Uh, 33, 32, 31. Placeholder. Get filled. Stop loss. Very low stop loss. 85. Okay, we won. Remove stop loss. Very nice. We won this one, guys. Nice. Whew. Oh man. Now imagine we had 5 minute events. Every 5 minutes we could do this. We wouldn't have to wait 10, 12, 13 minutes for this opportunity. We only have to wait 2, 3 minutes. That would be fantastic. But unfortunately, that is just not the case. So let's talk about that for a moment. Um, I used my new indicator, projected BRTI, and what does it do? Over here, you see that I compare the previous. So this is the BRTI price that Kalshi sends. I compare the previous one with the current one, and I get the difference of that. Using that difference, when I select this, what happens is it takes that difference, multiplies it by the amount of seconds left, and then adds it to the current Bitcoin price. Um, I'm sorry, it adds it to the current BRTI price, and you're going to see a marker, and what that marker does, it estimates where if the BRTI continues trending um, at that price, it would end up. And that kind of like helps me figure out just how close it is to the strike price. Very useful indicator. Um, I've used it myself for a while, but I've kind of refined it and I will be releasing it maybe tonight. Maybe tonight. I don't want to push out crap product to you guys, so I'm doing a lot of testing. Um, Everything looks good. Every time a new event starts, I see this warning that it can't connect to the Kalshi real time, something similar. But then it goes away, so after 2, 3 seconds, so that doesn't bother me too much. But it's not ideal. I wouldn't want you guys to see that at all. Hmm. Okay, guys, let's start with the next event. So we're getting close to the 4 minute mark, and we can see that, let's say, it has the, what is it called? The candlesticks have been in the downside, on the no side the whole time. So that's interesting. That's good to know. Let's add our. Oh, I never even modified the price. We made $1 and something. I'll add that afterwards. But okay, okay. We're seeing some action here, some downwards action. Uh, oh, 99.2. We want 99.1. Not that it makes a difference, but okay. Okay, so uh, okay, it's going trending down. Trending down. Sellers are applying a lot of pressure. Hmm. Oh man, I almost want to go in right now. All right, going in. Stop loss 85. Mm-hmm. At the 1 minute 30-second mark, I'll put a set of stop loss at 90. Okay, nice, nice. Okay, come on. Okay, we're seeing a little bit of a squeeze. Okay, we got a hammer candlestick formation happening. Hopefully, it doesn't mean that the next candlestick is going to shoot upwards. Okay, let's move. Nice, nice. That's what we like to see. Let's move our stop loss to about. Oh, not nice. But we'll set our stop loss at 93. Oh, oh my God. Yeah, remove. I can't. And now that's something I need to fix. So stop loss is at 193. Nice. Okay, we lost this. I mean, we won, lost. We won this one, guys. Nice job. Yeah. See. Nice. Able to discover the active 15-minute. Okay. So nice, guys. Look at that. Look at that, guys. We're starting off pretty decent, actually. I'm very satisfied with how we're starting out. And look at, oh my God. Look at that squeeze. See, this is what I was concerned about when this happened. And there's nothing you can do about that. right? How are you supposed to know that? Maybe hmm, through volume, maybe. But here's the thing, right? In Kalshi, I mean, I don't know. Am I going to have to? Do we have access to Coinbase volume for Bitcoin? Maybe that could be an indicator that I could add over here. But I don't know how helpful that would be because that's only Coinbase. Kraken, what if Coinbase has no volume, but Kraken does? How would we know? I don't know, guys. Um, but nice. Let me update the price. So, ooh, you guys know what the price is? 269. Nice. That's how much profit we've made so far. 269. Okay, not bad, not bad. Look at that. Uh, okay. You know, I don't tell my girlfriend what I'm doing because if I tell her that in 2 days I've made $17 trading, I don't think she'll be pleased. However, you guys know what I always say. What if we were flat betting $1,000 instead of $100? Then that means that we would have made $170 in 2 days. And oh, my girlfriend will be very pleased to hear that one. Anyhow, let me get back to this. Hmm. So I've decided to go in because I want to test a theory. I could lose it, but I want to test a theory, which is look at this pattern. So, right, I constantly have to be on the lookout for a better strategy because, like I mentioned at the beginning of the stream, it could very well be that my strategy no longer works. And the thing is that the 5 minute markets, they are so unique in that traditional technical analysis that is used for trading stocks might not be applicable to this. So I'm over here looking at this and I see that small candlestick gets smaller. We have a doji, gets bigger, gets smaller, big candlestick, bearish candlestick. Then it goes to small, small again. So my thinking is that I don't know actually. I mean, what was my thinking? Maybe we can somehow use. I don't know. I just didn't feel like the candlesticks were getting bigger or smaller, so because there's a lot of pressure being held up there, I thought maybe it would be a good idea to go in. If you think about it, right, the buyers had it over here, then it shorted to this level, and now we have sideways action, like it's a battle that's being fought right now. None of the sides have a clear indication of where of whether it's going to go up or down. We don't know what's going to happen. So then my average doesn't really matter over here because it just doesn't matter. And no, none of the sides are winning. I'm not sure if that made sense. Nice. Okay, guys, we're having a nice session. It's not about making a lot of money, but it's just something happening every event. I hate sitting out events. I want to be making something every event. Um, because that gets us closer to our goal. And remember, the closer we get to 1,000, the faster we're going to get there because we're flat betting. Well, we're not flat betting, we're betting our entire amount. So if you think about it, we started with 100, now we're at 34, so that's an extra 34 cents that we're going to be making every trade. Then once we get to 200, we're going to be making an additional dollar. And then once we get to $500, we're going to be making an additional $4 for every event instead of the $1 that we started out with at 100. Hmm. These songs are just repeating. No, commenters are reporting that what about this one? Twitch safe lo-fi. Okay, this sounds nice. All right, guys, let's see what we can do. We got 5 minutes left. How does this happen? Hmm. Okay. It might go up. So, do. We're seeing a lot of pressure on the upside. So, okay, I set a stop loss at 85. I'll set a stop loss at 90. Okay, so let's bring it up to. Okay, so we're over here. Oh boy. Oh boy. Okay, good. Let's set a stop loss for over here. Yeah, we got this one. It never ceases to amaze me that it's always like at the 15-minute mark that these big candlesticks show up. So it does make me wonder if there is market manipulation going on. I always feel like the people that say that they wear tinfoil hats. They swear that the FBI is watching their computers right now, but I mean, maybe they're not wrong. Maybe they're not wrong. Let's see, 45. So nothing happened here. 30, nothing happened here. 15, slightly bigger than the previous one. Yeah. Okay, guys, we're at $5.20. You know what that means? I can go to Costco, buy myself a slice with a $1.50 hot dog and Coke. a combo. All right, guys, let's change this to 520. Oh boy. 520. So we have a pretty nice, right, there's a very nice gap between the strike price and the current Bitcoin price, but if if it was the 4 minute mark, that's one thing, but no, 4 minute 45 seconds, that's way too um that's too no, that's too early to go in. Let's give it a little bit more. We have our order set over here. Okay, there is a I don't like it, guys. Yeah, we might miss out on this event, but 4 minutes is just too risky. There's just no way. I mean, look, let's wait until maybe the 3 minute 30 second mark or something. Okay, see now prices, the Bitcoin price is going up. Small wicks, small not wicks, small candlesticks. Oh, oof. Okay, okay, okay. At the 3 minute mark, I'll go in. Okay, let's go in. Did I get filled? I did not. I was too late by like a second. Yeah, sucks when that happens. I got filled. Guys, did that is so weird. Why did I get filled? But fine, I'll take it. I will take it. There was absolutely no reason, zero reason for me to get filled, but I did. Wow. Sure, why not? It's like somebody said, here, you poor soul, betting, uh, trying to make 9 cents for every dollar. No, trying to make 1 penny for every dollar. Have something, and that's all right with me. I will take it. I will take your donation gracefully. Maybe I can go through my workflow over here, show you guys what's going on. This is Midnight Terminal. Very similar to Kalshi, we have our order entry grid. Actually, if we were to do this, oh, what's going on? That's interesting. That should be working. Oh, that's a weird bug. So if you think about it, this is exactly what you see on Kalshi. You have the BRTI price and the strike price. But I've added candlesticks because they're much better than the BRTI price. And over here we can see what we need to go over or under, the current BRTI price, and then the Bitcoin price. Similar to Kalshi, you can place your order. You have your order book over here, which is in a convenient location. And then you have your indicators over here. So let me move this over here. You have the user, when you go into this, you will see the strike price, the strike to Bitcoin div, which is the strike price minus the current uh, Bitcoin price, so that you just know how far away Bitcoin is from the strike price. And then that's really about it. I don't think I have any other indicators available. I think you have last Bitcoin and then current strike, but I've disabled those. We have this instant orders button. So if you deselect this, whenever you place an order, you will have to review it. However, if you press instant orders, you do not have to review it. As soon as you hit the button, the order is sent to Kalshi. You have your, right, and that's really it, guys. You have your time frames. Ooh, let me update the price. No, our profit. Let's see, 642. Okay, guys, we are doing pretty good because we are close to where we were yesterday, and yesterday we were streaming for 2.5 hours, and we're about to be at the 1.5 hour mark. So this is good. This is because we've been able to participate in a lot more events, and then we've had these little black swan events over here where we get filled for absolutely no reason. So that helps, I believe. So we participated in 4 events, did not in 2 events. So okay, not bad. That means so how much have we been making on average? Let me look at the Kalshi page. So on average, yeah, sounds about right. So we started with 122, then we made $1.48, then $1.25, and then $1.26. Yeah, so as we keep winning, we slowly start making a penny or two more, which adds up. It really does. I mean, look, guys, there was a point where we were making $1.10, $1.09, and look at us making $1.26. Once again, this could this looks like nothing, but what if we were playing with $1,000 instead of $6.42? In about an hour and a half, we would have made $64.20, which is pretty good because that's about 35, $38 an hour. Nobody would complain if that's what you made. And we're talking, this is like side income, right? Imagine if I was here 8 hours a day. You right? Let's calculate that. I want to calculate that. Google Photos, that's fine. Allow full access. So we were making 30. Let's see, $6.42 divided by 33%. Uh, no, that's not right. $64.20 divided by, no, 90 seconds divided by 64.20 times 60. So about $42. So 60.42 times, because we've been streaming for an hour and a half, I would say 66%. Yeah, $40, $39.87. Wow, what a squeeze. But let's say $6 and so let's say $40. So let's say I was here for 8 hours a day, $300 a day times five, 1,500 times four, $6,300 a month. Hey, that's not bad. Before taxes, because by that point you'll have to pay taxes. What happened? Hey, you didn't report it. Eventually the IRS will catch up to you. So we're going to yes. So Bitcoin squeezed upwards and now it's hmm, budget exceeds budget exceeds displayed cash balance of 13 huh, 136.61. Yeah, that's okay. Here, I'll fix that later. Alright, guys, we might go in, we might go in. Let's wait for this to get to the 4 minute mark. Why am I going in? Well, clear up, clear trend upwards. Let's wait until the 3 minute 30-second mark, unless the price just starts shooting up, then we'll go in. Yep, there we go. Let's set a stop loss at 85, just in case. Now, I will leave it at 85 until the 2 minute 30-second mark because, guys, we are very early. Um, oh, let me do that again. We are very early, and anything can happen. Like, look at that right there. See? So, 3 minute. You know, people could get nervous, and the price could come down to 90. I mean, I'm sorry. The best, the the uh, the bid ask spread could come down to like 95, 94, 93. And I want to kind of, ooh, okay, let's see, 2 minute 35, 34. All right, let's set this bad boy at 90. We have how many shares? 137. So let's bring it up to 90. I'm getting a little nervous. I'm really hoping that the price doesn't drop, but that's fine. We're expecting to lose some trades. We just need more winners than losers. So we're at 90, 2 minute and 2 second mark. Okay, let's continue. Okay, we're doing okay right now, guys. We're doing okay. Um, you know, I, we're doing okay over here. Oof. Okay. We just Okay, now let's punch in our new remaining balance and let's get ready to go back in again if things get better. So let's go in again. We got filled. 47 only. Okay, we got filled. Stop loss at 90. Okay, let's push our stop loss to 93. 129. Oof, okay. So I think we're going to be good for now. We can remove our stop loss. There's no way that we're going to lose. So let's talk about that one. Um, Only when I watch the replay will I see exactly how far um, the bid-ask spread went down before it went back up. But look, guys, like I said, we're not going to win them all. What matters is that we have more winners and losers and that we're making profit consistently. So let's wait for this to update and then we'll check how much we lost. Okay, let me go back on Kalshi. Really? Kalshi is saying that we're down for the day by 0.62. Okay, This is correct. This is right. So if you look at it, it says that in this trade we lost $7.03. So let me look at the history over here. So here's a timeline. We bought 137 at this price at 135. Then we sold it for $93. We had a stop loss at, yeah, good. So very little slippage. I'm very happy about that. We had a stop loss at 93 and probably zero point 0.5 or something, 93.5, 93.4. And if you subtract this by this, we have about $7, is it $8? Yeah, about $8. So we lost $8 in this trade. So then we went in again, and we made back a dollar and something. So now we are back. Uh, we are at 0.62 cents down from where we started today. Um, this is not too bad. Why? Because it still means that we're up from the previous 2 days. We're up by about $15. So slowly but surely we are getting there. Um, if we were any other investor in Kalshi, we would have lost the full $135, but our stop loss saved us. You might say, but well, the stop loss, I mean, yeah, it kind of saved you, but the position that you were previously in ended up winning. So aren't you upset about that? And I say, yeah, you're absolutely right. I mean, I wish, maybe I wish, I mean, but what if it hadn't? What if the candlestick had continued going down over all the way down to the no side? Then I would have been very happy that I didn't that my stop loss triggered. But okay, um, let me update my. Oh, so 0.62 minus 0.62, and we can put a color 1, color 2. Can put a red color here and a red color here. Where did where did it go? What what happened to the cancel? Discard. I would like this to be red. Okay. I would like this to be red. Okay. Point minus dollar sign point 0.62. Nice. Well, yeah. I'm glad I was able to catch that on stream. Uh, the power of a stop loss. It's the only sad thing is that I was hoping to have a similar experience to the first time that I did this challenge. I actually went 31 and 0 from 100 to 200, and then my first loss was around the $217 mark. I was hoping to be able to replicate that where I would go right. I wouldn't have any losses, but what can we do? Hmm. Okay, so over here we're seeing a clear uptrend. Oh, that's a big candlestick. Okay. I was going to say, the candlesticks, they're about the same size, nothing too crazy. Um, but this is a big candlestick. Oh yeah, that's pretty bad. Wow, that's an insane position for Bitcoin to be in. Okay. Slow close to the strike price. Okay, okay. Oof. So now it's going to how? Okay, now it went down. Oh, isn't this is this a shooting star? I forgot. There's a hanging man. No, no, no. Hanging man is on the top. There's a tombstone candlestick. I forgot what the name of the pattern is. I think it's a tombstone. Okay, guys. 2 minute left. This, oof, 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 oof. This is gonna be a close one. Okay. Let's monitor. Okay. Mhm, mhm. Hmm. Oh, guys, we just crossed over. Okay, okay, okay. Okay. Okay, slowly but surely we're pushing up. Uh-huh. Oh man. Oh, oh, oh. That's fine. A minute left. Three, two, one. Okay. All right, going in. Set a stop loss at 85. Okay, very nice, very nice. Push up to 90, 130. Very nice. Okay, let's push up to 93, even though I think we're good. 130 and 93. Let's use our projected BRTI to see where the price is going to land at in case we need to do something fast. Uh, okay. Oh, nice, guys. Look, wow, fantastic. Look at that. We got filled at 96.8 and point 0.4. Okay, that was actually really good, guys. Fantastic opportunity right there. Oof. All right, let me go ahead and update our profit tracker. And look at that. So we are now back at profit. We're at 349. 349. And then I will go down here and make this green and make this green. Wow, guys, look at that. um, this is why I don't see myself trading in Polymarket, even though they do have the 5 minute events, right? Because if I understand correctly, Polymarket uses chain link, right? They don't use an average like Kalshi. They don't use an average of the bitcoins. They use a single bitcoin. And right in the last minute, when we have these kind of scenarios, having that added option of knowing that the final, that the which the winning side is determined by the average of the 60 seconds, it lets you make these last minute decisions. It lets you know, okay, there's 20 seconds left. Sure, Bitcoin just crossed the strike price to the other side, but there's not enough time for the BRTI price to get over the strike price because we only have 20 seconds left, and it has been on the other side for the previous 40 seconds. That's just not something that we can do with Polymarket. But remember what I always say, our biggest opportunities are when we're close to event expiration and the price is close to the BRTI price, because the bots cannot account for all scenarios. The best scenarios that they can account for is when there's a clear winner before event expiration. What they cannot account for is when we're very close to the strike price. They cannot account for all those scenarios. So they make mistakes, which means opportunities for us. So look at that, guys. I lost most of the profit that I made today, but look at that. Now I'm halfway to where I was before. Great, guys. Let's see. Do I want to continue? I'm definitely going to do one more event, but um, am I going to continue or will I stop here? Will I stop after the next event? I'm not sure. Okay, I'm back, guys. Um, you come here. Center. 93. Minute and 10-second mark. Enter a price 133.68. Uh, clear 133.68. Clear. Okay. Oh, fool. Go in. Nice. Stop loss 85. Let's move. Push our stop loss to 90. Let's push our stop loss to 193. Okay, guys, nice. Alright, let's see how much we made. Um, $4.86. Mm-hmm. Let me get something to eat, guys. I will be right back. Sorry guys, I didn't know I was muted. Yeah, so I came right when Bitcoin started squeezing up. So pretty cool that I was able to get in. Okay, let's push it back to yep, 90. Well, yeah, 90, 91. I'm really liking this increased volume in the event. It's um let's see. That can't be real, right, guys? $1 million in volume in just this 15-minute event. I'm really liking it. We can push this up to maybe 94, but uh, it's highly unlikely that the price would just drop like a rock. What are people saying? Yeah. Okay, we can remove our stop loss. Wow, look at that. This is a very clear resistance band. Uh, Psychological one most likely because of the $60,000 price. Look, this is the third time the price tried to squeeze up, but the sellers aren't having it. Almost makes me want to just bet everything on it. That would be an easy. I mean, for what, $40? That's the thing with these. No, say for example, we were flat betting $10,000. Then we can be like, yeah, you know what? We can bet $1,000, so we can make 400. And then in that case, it wouldn't be too much of a big deal if we lost. But yeah, look at that, guys. Look at that. All right. Ah, okay, yeah. Oh, let's update our thing. Whoa, what is that? 130s. Yeah, it was a 99. Let's go to portfolio. $6.08. Let me move this here. It's looking like. Hmm. Okay. Does this look like a reversal, guys? Oof. If it goes through here, um, it might be that we could see the price shoot up. Um, right? The bulls will get bullish because we've crossed the $60,000 um psychological barrier. Usually, what happens is the price will push up really high and then it will drop down. Uh, but for us, with only 5 minutes left, it could very well mean that it'll shoot up and it'll be up here until event expiration, and then maybe once the new event starts, it'll slowly come back down. However, why do I mention this? Because if this happens, then it could give us a great buying opportunity. So let's see what's happening now. We got a little bit of sideways action happening. Price went up a little bit. Now it's maybe in more sideways action. Um, I might go in at the 4 minute. Okay, yes, I'm gonna go in, but at the 4 minute mark, not a second over. Confirmation. Is it going to? Okay, now it's going back up. Oof. Okay, go in. Stop loss 85. Okay, so I'll move slowly inch over to how many? 137. Ooh, that's a good one. 97.2. Let's hope okay. Okay, so we're seeing that the bid ask spread is over here hovering at the 97 cent mark. Buyers are getting a little nervous, so let's slowly. Okay, we're at the 3 minute mark. Let's push to 90. Let's push to 90 at least. 90 will make me happy because if we lose, that means that we'll be back to where we started earlier today, and I'm okay with that. However, we do have a good, we're at a good position right now. Using our indicators, it's probable, it's highly probable that we are going to win. Okay, it's 2 minute and 20 second. Let's move inch up a little bit to the 91 cent mark. Set a stop loss at 137. Maybe at the 1 minute 45 second mark, I'll move up to 93, 94ish, and then I'll leave it there. Let's move up to 92. Okay, very good. Where things are looking good, guys. Okay, now let's move up to the 93 cent mark. We can go to 93.7 and then we'll just leave it there. Okay, nice. Stay there. Don't squeeze up. Okay, nice. Ooh, okay, okay. Projected BRTI. Nice. Okay. We're pretty good, guys. Nice. Okay. I'll get rid of my stop loss to prevent any false sweeps, but okay, guys. So that was a usually I go in around the 2 1 minute mark, so I was tense for like 4 minutes because I went in so early. Yeah, right. I went in at the 3 minute and 52 second mark. Very nice, guys. So let me see how much we've made. No, that's not right, Kalshi. $9.62. Let's go, guys. That's what I'm talking about. So that must have been a good one. How much did we? Oh, wow, guys, $3.56. Fantastic event. Wow. So so right over here. So we went in at the 97 cent mark, 97.41, 97.41. Right, and just that, look at that, $3.55. Of course, we have some fees. Pretty good one, guys. Pretty good one. So we're at $9.62. Fantastic. Wow, look at that, guys. Slowly but surely, we're making it to our goal. By that, I mean to our goal of 200. Right, we're still far from our $1,000 mark, but we're getting there. So $9.62. Wow, wow, guys. Oh man, I'm glad I decided to not $9.62. Over here now, what can we do with this? We can go to Burger King and buy a three-piece value your way meal. We can buy the fries, the nuggets, and the sandwich, and the bacon sandwich with the fries. I don't think they give you the nuggets. No, it's three pieces, so they'll give you the fries, the sandwich, and the medium Coke, medium soda, fountain drink. Wow, guys, that was a good one. That's our best trade yet. But that was risky, right? High risk, but high reward. Thankfully, our risk paid off. Imagine that. So we've been streaming for 2 hours and 30 minutes. Had we been flat betting at $1,000, it would have been $96. Yeah, yeah, that lines up with our $40 hourly rate that we calculated an hour ago. All right, you know what? While I'm over here, let me do some chores. I gotta put some clothes away. So why don't I get started on that while I'm over here waiting for the event to get close to expiration. Hmm.
This is the Starbucks app.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Um, we're um we're close to the sub 4 minute mark. So the candle average, right? The average of the last five candles is low. Okay. I was going to say that the candle average is low, which means that we could probably go in soon, but yeah, look at that. As soon as I said it, um, the Bitcoin price just moved closer to the strike price. So let's go ahead and input our dollar amount, the amount of contracts, the amount of money that we want to wager. Over here is the limit price. We don't want to, right when we hit place order, we're going to get the best ask price up to 99.1. I do not want to go over 99.1. Uh, let's try something. Let's do 99.0. Because before, the reason why, okay, I can talk. The reason why I would choose 99.1 is because there would be a humongous wall at 99, but see, but but not at 99.1. So if, for example, somebody, okay, I need to concentrate, guys. Go in. Stop loss 85. Stop loss 90. Okay. Projected BRTI. It's okay. It's going up. Stop loss 93. 93. 141. Okay. Okay. Very nice. We won't lose this one. Nice. Okay. How was that one? We got in 90 and 90. Okay. At 99 and 99.1. So maybe like $1.40. For maybe $1.50. Let me see. Yep. So we're at, so what were we at before? 962, 1088. So that's about what is it? 962, maybe 16 cents, a dollar and 16 cents. So let me update this. Not bad. Imagine if we didn't have that previous loss from before. Oh wow. Look at that, guys. We made it to the double digits. Now I have to move this to the left. Um, imagine if we had the profit from earlier. We would have been at a hundred, like about 118. Sorry, at 1888. So in where are we? In almost 3 hours, we would have made $180. Say we were flat betting 1,000. So $50 a minute, not too bad. I mean, sorry, almost $60. $65 an hour. Yeah. But yeah, we can't win them all, guys. Let's see. This might be my last. Actually, no. This is going to be my last event. I've been streaming for almost 3 hours. I have some things to do. I need to cook. I need to do some chores. Okay. If all goes well, I'll be streaming very early tomorrow, around 5 a.m. 5 to 6:30ish, and then I'll be gone, and then probably around 11 or 12 I'll stream. I'll probably have a very nice long stream. Hmm. Hey, are you sniping? Uh, it depends what you mean. What does sniping mean in this context? And apologies, I was doing something else. I just opened up the chat screen and I saw your message. So if by sniping you mean getting in at the last second, uh, yeah, basically, I I'm shooting to um make money by going in on whenever at the point of where I feel that one side is 100% going to win. Um, yeah, usually I do that. I go in around the sub 4 minute mark. So this stream, I would say that maybe 50% I've gone in when there's less than 60 seconds left. Uh, Maybe 20 to 30% when at the between the 2 to 4 minute range, and then anything else maybe at the 1 minute mark. It's been a decent stream actually. There are some streams where uh, I don't get filled at all, but in this stream I've been filled almost every time, which is good because I follow a very safe strategy, very conservative, and because of that, usually the market goes in before me because they're a little bit riskier than me. But in this stream, I've mostly been able to go in right before all the um, all the all the contracts get taken. I have to fix that, but here I can get rid of it by just doing this. Oh, okay. So we're at the sub 4 minute mark, so I will go in if I see that aside um, the Bitcoin is moving towards that side, but right now it just dropped. The sellers really brought that down. It would have been great if it went up. I would have gone in. So now we are at the 3 minutes 21 second mark. Very low average, so that's good. Okay, so we're this is kind of moving sideways, so I'm expecting this side to win. Oh, okay, so ooh, price of Bitcoin is falling. Oh, it's really falling. Okay. Wow, we're hovering right above the strike price. Okay, we just crossed over, guys, so let's switch our. Oh, oh, it went back up. Okay, let's switch back to yes. If we see a big spike, then we'll go in. But right now it's just too close to the strike price. Okay, all right, let's go in. Stop loss at 85. Okay, let's push up. Stop loss at 90, 142. Okay, okay, come on, stay there. Let's use our projected BRTI indicator to see where it's going to end up. Let's push our stop loss. We might, okay, there we go. Okay, let's push our stop loss to 90, 142. Oh, shoot, oh, okay, so we just got, um, holy cow. Whew. Yes, thank God we set a stop loss. I wish I had not. Oh, shoot. Okay. I wish I had been a bit more aggressive. So if I remember correctly, I set it at 90. There was some slippage at 88. Oh, dang. That would have been great. What had that not happened? Yeah, because we had gone in at the 94, 95, 96. But it happens. It was a little volatile. Look at that. Okay, let's see how much we lost. Bear with me a moment. That can't be right. So according to, let me refresh this. So according to Kalshi, oh shoot, I know what I did. Okay. So we lost 11.99. Do. So it's saying that we're down $1.11. I mean, it says 24 hours, but I think it only counts. It's 24 hours starting today, not yesterday, because 24 hours ago I was streaming, and um that would be different if it was counting that. So um I mean, what can I do? So minus 11.99. Let's see. So we were at mhm. We were at 1088, 11.99, 12. That's oh no, that's about right. $1.11. Okay, so let me update this over here. $1.11, and then we can change the color to red. Okay, so pretty interesting stream. I This is the last event that I'll be participating in. But yeah, pretty good stream so far. It was very There was a lot of action. So let's see. When I started, this was the 26th. Yeah. So I went on a nice little streak. Um, we lost some money here, then we made it back and more. But then this is where this is where we were right now. Mm, See, this is the issue. My stop loss was way too low. It should have been at 93 or 94. And had we done that, we would have been green for the stream. Uh, so yeah, it happens, right? Like I said, we can't win them all. What matters is that we win the majority of them. And it once again shows us the importance of setting a stop loss. Had we not done that, we would have lost everything. So that's that. I've been streaming for about 3 hours right now. I have to go. I have to do a couple of things, but I should be on tomorrow to continue the challenge. Um, yeah. So disclaimer, I have to say this every stream because, well, I have to say it. I am not a financial advisor. I barely know what I'm doing. Um, as you can see by the stream, you will lose money. I cannot guarantee that you make money. You will lose money. The stream is just for entertainment. I'm not telling you to do anything. Always risk what you can afford to risk, right? If I were to lose my $129, I would be sad, but I would be fine, right? I'll be able to pay all of my bills. If this were to be gone tomorrow, I would be sad, but I wouldn't be terribly upset. That's the same mentality that you need to approach to take when you participate in Kalshi. The tool that I'm using is Midnight Terminal. So right now I'm using a local version that I'm developing because I want to test out the features before I deploy them into the internet. However, if you would like to download the software, go to midnightterminal.com, which is right here. There's a free version, so you can see exactly what I see over here. The only difference is that in the pro version, in the full terminal, you're able to place trades directly into Kalshi, whereas here you can't do that, right? You see? You have to go into the full terminal. So that being said, that's all for today. I hope you guys enjoyed the stream, and I will see you in the next one. Stay safe and take care. Bye bye.